Hello and welcome back to Fan Geektastic. As some of you might remember, man, it's about 2 years ago, I sent in some cards to PSA to get graded. I had set aside a whole bunch of different ones to be graded also, but they kind of quit taking in the lower tier. So if you were willing to spend a couple $100s to get a card graded, then you could send them in, and I wasn't willing to do that. I finally got my cards back. And I do believe that they had them sitting somewhere where they should not have been, because I saw one of them and it ended up being graded extremely low. That was this card here. Now, this card here, whenever I sent it in, didn't have a single issue with it. And since it's been there, it's got a ding down here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's the light on the card itself is shimmering to an angle. That was not there whenever I sent it in. I don't know if it was caused by them putting in this case, because these cards are slightly bigger than a regular card by like half of a millimeter. But it's still got a little ding right there on that corner. And it did not have that whenever I sent it in. So these cards were sitting somewhere for 2 years waiting to be graded, and it ended up getting a 6. And I honestly don't know why, because I have several dozen of these that are in the 8 to 10 range, and I was sending that one in just to see how they did. If they're going to grade that one, which was the best of all of them, as a 6. They're either blind, they damaged my card, or something else went wrong. Like they stored them in a facility that was not climate controlled. I don't know. But there is a little bit of bubbling look on the back of this. You probably can't see it. But it's not as clean as it used to be. So, yeah, not happy about that one. And next one on the list is Dark Claw. And that's the Batman Wolverine mix from DC Amalgam, or Marvel DC Amalgam. And they gave me a 9 on that one. It's another one where I'm not too terribly sure why. The fingerprints that were there from whenever I picked it up, they're not on the card. So next one on the list is got Iron Man and the Mandarin. That one came out as a 9 also. So we got Deadpool from 94 Ultra X-Men. And that one came out as an 8. Not entirely sure why on this one. But, that corner right there looks like it's got a ding to it also, which I would never have sent it in if it had that ding right there. And if that ding is as bad as it looks, it shouldn't be an 8. So I don't think they did a very good job grading my cards, or at least storing them until they could grade them. And we got another of the Deadpools. This one came out as an 8 also. That corner's fine. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure why some of these got a much lower grade than I would have expected. Because most of these, I figured they were going to be either a 9 or a 10. I was hoping for 10s, but all right, we got a Carnage here from a Marvel Masterpiece 94. That's a 6 also. No clue as to why. Well, maybe. Yeah, there's damage down here. I would have never sent that in if there was damage. I mean, I can see that. Actually, that's above the card. That's on the case. So that's not even on the card. Oh, there's damage right here. You can see the light shimmering on it. I would have never sent that one in with the damage because I'm not one to waste money. All right, we got suspended animation, Human Torch. And that one came back as an 8 also. Not entirely sure why, again. But this one doesn't even have a yellow tint to it, and I've seen ones with yellow tint get a 9. Another suspended animation. This one's Iron Man. And this one got an 8 also. So apparently I was good at 8. And this is another one where it does not have any discoloration. Has no scratches. Not sure why. And we got Wolverine, Marvel Universe 92. And this one came back as a 10. So I got a 10 here. And I used the same criteria on this one that I used on all the others. We got another Wolverine. And same criteria. But this one came back as a 9. Not sure why. Yep. Looks like that corner's bent too, so whatever they did, they damaged the corner on several of these cards in the same spot. Another Carnage. This one's from 92, Marvel Universe. And this one came back as an 8 also. Let's see. And it looks like that corner was damaged also, same spot. Another Carnage. Let's check that corner. It looks like it's got damage to it. Let's see. That came back as a 9. With that little bit of damage there, that should not have been a 9. Alright, Famous Battles, Spider-Man and Hobgoblin, and this one came back as a 9. It is slightly off color, so I can see that as being a reason, but if you look at this corner, it's got the same little bend in it. And then we got Hulk 181 cover. And this one came back as a 9 also. And if you look at the corner, it's got the same little dip. And we got Thanos. Let's see, same dip. Other corner's fine. Other corners are fine. And this one came back as a 6. It's perfectly centered. Has no scratches. Up until this corner was damaged by them. Had no dings, no damage, no nothing. Slightly off tint, off color. But as I've said before, I've seen these coming back slightly off color as a 9 or a 10. Well, mainly the suspended animation. I've seen the Marvel Universe 1990 coming back as a 9 with a slightly off color. And we got Iron Man. And this one came back as a 9. And it's got a little bit of a ding to that corner also. And the last one is Wolverine from 1990. And let's check the corner. It's got barely any. And this one came back as a 9. So that's the cards that I sent in for my first run at PSA. And I am not at all thrilled about the grading. I am not thrilled about the fact that my cards that came back with it looks like damage that wasn't there to start off with. And yeah, I'm not happy about it. But I got my cards back. I got A10, I think was it, just this one. I expected about 75% of these to come back as a 10. The rest of them, I didn't expect it to come back as anything lower than a 9. 1 or 2 might have been an 8, but having 6s in there was confusing for me. But seeing how they managed to damage my corners, I can understand how the grades were lower than I expected. But still not happy about it. Anyway, that's the cards I told you I'd show you whenever I got them back. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. For everything you're a fan of, everything you geek out about, this is Fan Geek-tastic, and we're here for you.